then as I thought to myself, am I going to stay here? And then as soon as I said that, it's like almost like this piece of luggage appeared next to me, which is so funny and odd. I remember laughing there. I said, why the luggage? He goes, because you're not staying. And I'm like, no, that's not true. And anyway, that went away. And then they called my name and I started walking. This part probably like more like a light than anything, but it was like walking through. It's kind of Greece, kind of Roman. I mean, you saw pillars, but there was no walls. Everything was white, completely white. The most white. I mean, it didn't blind you. It didn't nothing. It was just white. And I was walking up these marble steps and they were white and they had this black veining in it and gold. And it was absolutely, I mean, it was beautiful.
Sounds beautiful. Yeah.
Oh my God, it was. And the weird thing was too, everything was alive. I mean, you weren't just stepping on steps. You literally, everything had a consciousness. Everything had a vibration. Everything was, it was just like, oh, this is cool. I remember this.
It's what we talk about with spiritual awakening, where everything is one. We're all one. We're all together. We're all collective.
Together. Yeah.
Right.
And that's absolutely true.
So you finally felt it there.
Yep. And I remembered it and I went back up and then I looked over like this railing. It's like fog. And it was like looking down into this church. And the church had no religious reference. It was just how it was decorated. It was beautiful. It almost looked like a church, a cross between a church and Penn Station. And there were 4 people sitting down, standing there in long jackets, almost dressed the same, almost like in 50s, 60s. Mm-hmm. And the 2 gentlemen had hats. And I looked over and I went, oh my God, that was my grandparents. And I loved all 4. And I just kind of didn't float down there. They were we just kind of came up together and they were smiling and they looked so good. And they were their age, but they didn't have wrinkles or anything. They just looked perfect. And they dressed like from the era that they felt best at, most likely.
I've read that when you do greet your loved ones that you transition, that everyone is young, that we don't age.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, they're not all young. I mean, because like mine weren't young; they weren't in their 30s. I mean, they were literally older. They just had no wrinkles,
but they look good.
They look wonderful, and that's the way they chose to present themselves to me. And all I remember, I called her my Mamo. And I was so happy to see her. And she just right away, I had this smile on my face and I was looking around like I knew they must have sensed. I'm like, oh, good, I'm staying this time. And then she said, you can't stay.